our fifth speaker, code 4024, the root of the matter.
In the classic tale, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, Alice is greeted by a caterpillar high, in more ways than one, atop a giant round mushroom. The caterpillar informs her that eating from one side of the mushroom will make her larger, while the other side will make her smaller. Alice is perplexed, because round objects have no sides. But thanks to recent innovations, scientists are beginning to discover the multiple sides of mushrooms, all thanks to the mushroom's roots, known as mycelium. For centuries, mycelium has been indispensable to the plant kingdom, acting as a network, communicating information and sharing resources. Scientists have even dubbed it the Wood Wide Web. And now, mankind is poised to log into mycelium's magic, incorporating it into products that we use every day. And with its potential to save our environment, and even save lives, it becomes critical that we understand why mycelium is the shit. Take. By first, learning what this material really is, before exploring its applications and implications in 3 distinct industries: fashion, construction, and medicine. Because as Dr. Merlin Sheldrake of Cambridge University declares in October of 2020, we are unthinkable without fungi. Yet seldom do we think about them. It is an ignorance we cannot afford to sustain. Mycelium is a type of fungi, the root system of mushrooms. According to a July 2016 National Geographic article, mycelium is grown by using a substrate, which is analogous to the soil in which plants are grown. Some common substrates include hardwood sawdust, soy, and grain hulls, which I think is what they were serving for breakfast at my hotel this morning. In a personal interview with Professor Valeria La Saponera from UC Davis on September 6, 2022, she explained to me how the growing process works. First, you pick a mold. It can be anything from your Starbucks cup to a star-shaped jar. Then, you pour in your substrate and add water. And finally, once the mycelium has fully grown into the substrate, take it out of its mold and pop it in the oven to solidify the shape and kill any harmful microorganisms. In addition to its versatility, mycelium's rapid growth rate allows us to grow large quantities of it in a short amount of time. In fact, I grew these just over my winter break. Environmentalist Eben Bayer summarizes how you can grow an 18 by 12 by 2-inch sheet of mycelium weighing in a couple of pounds within the course of just a week. Faster than some of us will experience our growth spurts. While I'm still waiting for mine, the rest of you don't have to worry if you need to revamp your wardrobes due to that growth, because the first industry leading the innovation of mycelium is in the world of fashion, where it's being used as an alternative for leather. California biotech company Bolt Threads describes in May of 2021 how they're able to grow their mycelium leather in just 2 months, compared to the 2 to 3 years it takes to harvest animal leather from start to finish. So before your next fancy tea party, make sure to check out these mycelium handbags made by companies like Hermes, one of the largest fashion houses in the world. Or if you're running late for that very important date, Adidas has you covered with a mycelium leather version of its most popular shoe, the Stan Smith. And if you're feeling stressed from all of your adventures, make sure to stretch it out with Lululemon, which launched its Milo leather yoga line in July of 2021. Beyond the benefits of avoiding animal cruelty, mycelium has significant environmental implications. Writer Emma Hackinson found that cattle ranching, partially used to produce animal leather, accounts for about 80% of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest. But the World Economic Forum points out in September of 2020 how companies that manufacture mycelium leather utilize vertical farming to optimize growing spaces. In other words, mycelium leather doesn't require much room to grow, saving both the Amazon rainforest and its inhabitants. Next, mycelium leather is carbon neutral. According to an August 2020 Vogue business article, the global fashion industry is on track to produce over 2.7 billion tons of carbon dioxide by 2030. And considering that the Washington Post finds the fashion industry to be the second largest polluter in the world, mycelium fabrics, which are made using a zero-carbon process, have huge potential to significantly decrease our fashion carbon footprint. Building on the advancements in fashion, companies have also started using mycelium in the construction industry in two ways. First, mycelium is improving packaging designs. The National Geographic describes in July of 2016 how the company Ecovative Designs uses mycelium as a bonding agent to hold together wood particles for durable, flame-retardant, and lightweight packaging. And you might have even seen this packaging before, because companies like IKEA and Dell have been leading the pack in sustainability, replacing styrofoam packaging with mycelium materials. Next, mycelium is being used for home insulation. In April of 2018, Samuel Kalika, a fungi architect, because all architects are fungis, you saw that one coming, found that mycelium traps more heat than fiberglass insulation. It's also fireproof and non-toxic because mycelium does not contain synthetic resin-based compounds that can emit toxic chemicals. The implications here affect both our environment and our safety, keeping us out of trouble. First, the EPA reports that over 80 million tons of packaging waste is generated every year, nearly all of which ends up in landfills. But a June 2019 Intelligent Living article underscores how mycelium packaging can be composted in just 30 days, compared to the 500 years that styrofoam takes. Something that would make Mother Nature smile just as wide as the Cheshire Cat. Second, Dr. Mitchell Jones of RMIT in Melbourne, Australia, found in December of 2018 that mycelium construction materials can withstand heat up to 300 degrees Celsius, more than double that of the average house fire, or about as hot as it's been outside this week, providing greater fire protection for our homes so that they will be stronger than a house of cards. Beyond fashion and construction, mycelium is providing medical professionals with an ace up their sleeve to protect our health through both medical equipment and surgical devices. One of the latest considerations in the world of mycelium is to use it for adhesive healing patches. Canadian news service CBC reports in March of 2021 how mycelium-based wound dressings can help keep out bacteria, reduce bleeding, and accelerate healing compared to your traditional Band-Aid. But more recently, mycelium is being used for organ transplants. In a June 2021 scientific report, researchers used mycelium as tissue engineering adhesion platforms. In other words, scientists are using mycelium like the magnets on this board to help transplanted organs stick inside our bodies. An October 2022 article published by the Kew Royal Botanical Gardens summarizes the risk during transplantation, that our bodies can identify the transplanted organ as a foreign object and attack it, causing it to be rejected. Mycelium reduces the body's immune response, giving the new organ an opportunity to be accepted. In the US, an organ transplant takes place once every 10 minutes, amounting to just over 100,000 annually. So for the 6 organ transplants that will take place over the course of this round, mycelium has the power to give patients an alternative that significantly reduces the possibility of infection or rejection, something that would have helped Teresa Spinella. After hearing my speech earlier this year, one of my strongest competitors approached me after a round to tell me about their mother, who had passed away due to an organ transplant rejection in 2018. Despite their loss, they have become an advocate to help others avoid their mom's fate. They urged me to share her story, to show the real-world impact mycelium can have in the medical industry. And their experience is supported by an August 2022 article published in the American Journal for Pharmaceutical Education, which found that over a 10-year period, mycelium reduced heart transplant rejections in particular from 66% down to just 22%. Mycelium has the ability today to save lives, something that wasn't available to Miss Spinella just 5 years ago. And though it may be known as the Wood Wide Web, connecting plants in the forest, to me, mycelium has demonstrated a power to connect us in the human world through shared memories and lived experiences, deepening my relationships with those around me. From plants to people, mycelium has the power to build and strengthen connections, both physical and interpersonal. Today, we've explored mycelium's integration into many aspects of our lives by first learning about what this material really is, before uncovering its applications and implications in the fashion, construction, and medical industries. Mycelium has opened a gateway to a new world for us. And as we enter our own mushroom wonderlands, one thing is for sure: the future is fungi.
Our first duo, code 292, Dominic and Eugene.
Eugene, why do you think the Hulk is so mad?
Nicky, I don't know. Go to sleep.
Well, maybe somebody made him really mad one time.
Nicky, come on.
Like how you got mad at me this morning. Maybe somebody just really hurt his feelings.
Sometimes people get mad at people.
I love you, Eugene.
I love you too. Now go to sleep.
And I love Freddie. And I love Miss Chanelli. And I love Jesus. Oh, you're so bad to Jesus.
Nicky, come on.
Tell me about when we was born.
Then when you go to bed?
Uh-huh.
You were born first. And 12 minutes later, I was born. You're the big brother. Our mother died when we were born.
Regina.
And
our father worked in the steel mill.
Yeah.
And he was big and strong.
Mm-hmm.
And you and me was always together.
Yeah.
To the death, huh?
To the death. Now go to sleep.
And then I fell down.
And then you fell and you hurt your head.
Yeah, and that's why I can't remember when I was little.
Yes. Now go to bed.
Father T said, if you don't start coming to church, he's gonna kick your butt from here to heaven.
Good. Good night.
Dominic can't remember a time when he wasn't a little bit slow.
Eugene can. Eugene vividly remembers the childhood he'd rather they both forget.
Raising and caring for his slower brother, Nicky, Eugene has done everything in his power to keep their past a secret.
Dominic and Eugene.
By Corey Bleckman.
What are you drinking?
Listerine. Fred licked my mouth, so I figured I better gargle in Listerine.
Well, don't you worry. A dog's mouth is much cleaner than a human's.
Well, then maybe I should make Fred gargle. I don't want him to get the Black Plague. What? What's the Black Plague? Could I get it?
No. Did you eat your breakfast?
No. I was waiting.
Did you pack your lunch?
Yeah. Chopped egg and a bologna sandwich. And there's a Zoom bar.
Good boy. You take care of yourself, Nicky?
Well, sure, Eugene.
And you could take care of yourself no matter what, right?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Now, what's this about the Black Plague?
Oh, Larry's always telling me about it on the rat patrol.
I told you not to pay attention to Larry.
Well, I always believe him because I never know if he's telling the truth or not. And that way, if he ever does tell the truth, then I'll be ready.
You say some amazing things, Nicky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eugene?
Yeah?
What was you saying earlier about me taking care of myself?
Look, don't make a big thing of that, okay? I was just asking, that's all, okay?
Okay. Oh yeah, I was thinking, Eugene, I got some extra money for cleaning out Mr. Johnson's truck, so I thought maybe you and me could get some tickets to WrestleMania for our birthday. You think?
Yeah. Maybe.
Happy birthday, Eugene.
Happy birthday, Nicky. We're having a birthday supper tonight.
Are you cooking?
No, Jennifer's cooking. You know, Jennifer thinks you're very special.
I like her. You like her?
Oh, she's just somebody I'm helping out.
Eugene?
Yeah?
I gotta talk to you.
Yeah, what?
Can I talk to you?
What?
Oh yeah, and Larry said the tickets to WrestleMania are going really fast, so I'm gonna buy some.
Yeah, sure.
Just gonna be you and me?
Of course, just you and me.
Can she cook good?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Look, try to remember to eat with your mouth closed.
Well, sometimes it's hard to breathe with my mouth closed.
Well, then breathe through your nose.
Well, it's always stuffed up.
Well, then breathe through your ears.
Hello.
Hello, Nicky?
Oh, hi, Eugene.
Yeah, listen, look, I'm not gonna be able to make it tonight, okay? I gotta do some extra rounds here at the hospital.
But Eugene,
Nicky, look, I'm sorry. There's really nothing I can do about it, okay? I promise I'll make it up to you.
But Eugene,
Nicky, just say okay.
I was counting on it,
Nicky, just say okay. Nikki, say okay.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
It's our birthday. Well, hi, Freddie! How you doing, boy?
Nikki, where have you been?
Well, I've been standing up for my rights. It's like Russian rolades.
Nikki, you're drunk.
Oh, boy.
You know you're not supposed to drink. What's going on?
Hey, yeah, I thought you said you was working.
I was working. Jennifer gave me a ride home so I could see you.
I don't believe you, Eugene. You don't care about our birthday, Eugene. It only happens once a year.
Nikki, I told you I had to do some extra rounds at the hospital.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you before the night was over. Now I have to go back to the hospital.
Yeah, so you can bang out her brains.
Oh, Jesus, Nikki.
You think I don't know what's going on, Eugene? You think I don't know? I put you through medical school and now you dump me.
Just shut up, okay?
I bust my friggin' ass and now you're screwing her brains out.
Shut up, Nikki.
It's my money. My money. I make it out of garbage truck.
Nikki,
you go to
shut up.
school, I work. I make money because I'm a
Shut up,
money maker,
Nikki.
Eugene. I'm a money maker.
Shut up! Shut up! What do you think my life is about, huh? You think it has nothing to do with you? Just shut up, you stupid idiot! Ah! Nikki, I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to get you so mad at me.
It's not your fault.
Well, maybe I'm not just slow. Maybe I am stupid.
Nikki, I don't want you feeling sorry for yourself.
Tell me again, Eugene. Why I'm like this?
You fell. And when you hit your head, it did something to your mind. You couldn't think as fast as some. You grew a little slower. But you're still able to think and see and hear and keep yourself strong. And you have to believe in your strength, Nikki, you understand? Yeah? See, I have this problem, okay? And I've been all angry inside because I don't know how to deal with the problem.
You mean, like me and how you're always working so hard and you're always tired and stuff?
No. No. Now see, the problem is, I want to be a doctor, right? And I can't finish being a doctor here in Pittsburgh. I have to go away to finish. And I have to go alone. Nikki, I'd rather go with you.
No, you're mad at me, Eugene.
Nikki, it's better for the both of us.
Eugene, you've been lying to me, Eugene. I never fell in no accident. Our dad hurt me. Ain't that right, Eugene?
No, Nikki.
Why, Eugene? Why did he hurt me? Was I bad?
Oh God, no, Nikki. You were good. You were brave. I was always scared. You were always standing up to him. Like the day that it happened. He came home and he was drunk out of his mind and I thought he was gonna kill me. But you stood in front of me to protect me. And he hit you, and he hit you, and he hit you. And I have hated him every day of my life for what he did to you, Nikki. And I'm afraid I'm just like him.
No, Gino, you're not.
Nikki, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't tell you the truth, and I'm sorry.
Oh, well, you're good to me, Eugene. I mean, you always give me everything. Every day. Well, I love you, Eugene. And you can go away. I won't be mad. So don't you worry about me. 'Cause I'll be okay. And I don't even mind if you cry.
Contestant number 4, code 4597, steps into the spotlight with the oration, Same Space, Different Universe.
Somali storytellers typically start with the phrase, Sheko, Sheko, Sheka Harira. Or, a story, it's time for a story. You know, unless you're my mom, she usually begins with, can y'all stop talking long enough for me to tell you the story? One of the stories she would tell was about Igal Shidad, a simple man who lost track of reality. Story goes that on one of his many journeys, he mistakes a rock for a lion and then runs off screaming, like Ron DeSantis from a drag show. Egal and DeSantis both create realities inconsistent with the real world. It's a great lesson in the way that we sometimes distort reality. And it's a lesson that's growing increasingly more important. As MIT professor Sinan Aral writes in his 2020 book, The Hype Machine, we are on the precipice of the end of reality, where large groups of people purposefully ignore or create reality. Reality being the presence of shared and objective facts, scientific knowledge, or data. Aral explains that while we've had this problem for centuries, the speed and scale with which misinformation spreads today is unprecedented, allowing us, as University of Maryland psychology professor Eric Kruglinski asserts, to avoid facing hard truths about our world, our families, even ourselves. Now, to make this a little more manageable, let's focus our attention on 2 habits we have in distorting reality. First, our tendency to ignore reality. Second, our tendency to create a completely different reality. Then, look at the harms, before finally, some solutions. In another Igal tale, he completely ignores reality when he hears news of a neighboring village about to attack. Despite a warning from his wife, Igal took a nap. Now, my dad thinks this is a story about oversleeping. My mom thinks it's about stupid husbands. I just think it's about ignoring reality. And stupid husbands. The truth is, we do this too. We perpetually ignore reality. The tensions between our perceptions and the actual realities of the world is known as cognitive dissonance. And in many cases, the human brain will look for ways to resolve that dissonance. Too often, ignoring it becomes the easiest way. A survey conducted by the Automotive Services Association found that in 2021, 33% of car owners ignored the change oil light in their car for over 30 days before taking it in. People, you're not fast and furious. You're just stuck and stupid. The problem is that the engine light is on in so many areas of our lives, but we ignore it. Brendan Nyan, a researcher from the University of Michigan, named this phenomenon backfire, or the rejection of reality as a defense mechanism to avoid cognitive dissonance. That's quite the plot twist in our folktale, right? I mean, the best way to combat misinformation should be with facts and evidence of reality. But it actually does the opposite. And although we see the backfire effect for hot-button political issues like gun violence and climate change, it is just as likely with personal struggles, like ignoring the realities of our pain, our grief, and our addictions. Because while you can ignore reality like Egal, you simply cannot ignore the consequences. While the story of Egal and his wife was about creating reality, Egal and the lion was definitely about creating reality. As children, we do this by playing make-believe. But today, our make-believe has gone mainstream. In fact, when it comes to social media, according to Dr. Bruce Wilson in his 2023 article, The Curate Itself, we craft our online spaces to showcase the fun, the successful, and the woke sides of ourselves. But can I be honest? We need to try a little harder. That selfie you captioned, effortless. Yeah, I know you took 57 photos before you found effortless. It isn't just that we create false realities of who we are. We constantly consume false realities of who others are, leaving us to feel perpetually inadequate. It's like we want to wish our desires into existence, to fabricate a new reality when we don't like the old one. Radio show host Alex Jones gives us an example of how easy and how harmful it is to distort reality. He claims that the heartbreaking Sandy Hook shooting was faked by the government to generate support for gun control laws. Gaining traction for his conspiracy, people started harassing the families of victims by sending death and rape threats, and even going as far as claiming they would dig up coffins. And unfortunately, this isn't fringe. According to an October 2022 Insider article, it's now 1 in 5 people who believe in that conspiracy. How do you combat that? Because we might be seeing the same things, standing in the same space, but we are living in completely different universes. And last summer, my mom experienced what it's like to be living in a different universe. My mom and 2 of my little sisters decided that they'd surprise me in Louisville at last year's national tournament. And to make that happen, they had to drive through the night. At 2:30 in the morning, on a lonely stretch of interstate in Indiana, my mom was stopped without cause by an officer. For the next 30 minutes, he held her for an interrogation, accusing her of transporting drugs, hiding weapons, and even threatened to do an illegal search of her car. What was his reality? Did he see the hijab and dark skin and think, oh, she's a threat? Because in reality, she was just my mom coming to see her daughter. We have stretched, twisted, and distorted reality on so many critical issues. And every time it comes at a human cost. You see, when we manufacture a reality of voter fraud and then implement voting restrictions as a result, we disproportionately exclude Black, Latinx, and low-income communities of their constitutional right to vote. When we create a reality where immigrants are seen as dangerous, it becomes so much easier to lock them in cages, separate children from their families, or ban them because of their religion. This is our reality. And we can choose to ignore it or create a new one on top of it, but we run the risk of becoming menaces. Egal saw a lion where there was just a rock. The officer saw a threat when it was just my mom? What will you see? It's easy to be overwhelmed by all of this. And I know I can't completely solve our reality problem, but I believe there are 3 specific cognitive choices we can make for a reality check. Check 1. Reality is here and not on your phone. Neuroscientist and author Aditi Subramanian reminds us that most of what we see on social media is performative. These are not slice of life, be real moments. When we treat them as such, we develop distorted views of reality and ourselves. It isn't that we have to eliminate our social media accounts, but rather, as Dr. Subramanian suggests, recategorize them as entertainment. Good plot, fun characters, but not really true to life. Check 2. Check the engine light. So much of our distorted reality is about ignoring pain. It isn't that we have to be consumed by all the suffering around us, but acknowledging that pain. Whether that's the sadness, anxiety, and grief you might be carrying, or the collective despair of a community. And check 3, you've got to show up. In his article, The Year 2020 Shattered America's Shared Reality, journalist Derek Thompson writes, "Community is where you keep showing up even when it is difficult to do so." We can't fight misinformation with data and facts until we build relationships and trust. Which brings me back to my mom. You see, the Somali word for mother is hoyo, but it means so much more than that. It means the person who keeps you grounded. It's time we all looked for our own hoyo to ground us in reality so that we can share the same space and live in the same universe.